everybody. Hey, I'm glad everybody made it. I'm Brett Stuhler. I'm going to be your host for Gary Holt, along with my good buddy Chris 51 here, who is the owner of Headbangers Con. He's sitting here with us. Gary, welcome. This is going to be awesome.
What's up, guys?
So just to be fair, make sure everybody gets their time. Gary has like the most guests ever. So we have to get through everybody.
Fucking makes no sense to me at all.
But makes perfect sense to the rest of us, but we have to make sure we get through everybody in a fair time. So we're going to try to make sure we zip through everybody. And if we're lucky, we could probably talk this dude into pulling his guitar out, and you never know, maybe get him to jam on some Slayer or Exodus riffs. So without further ado, we're going to get into our first person here. The first person up is Manny Liscombe.
There he is.
Manny up in here.
There he is. Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself there, Manny.
All right. Hey, what's up, Gary?
What's up, Manny? How you doing, buddy?
Good. How's the move going?
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare.
It looks like an awesome place, though. You got the little you got the little hovel going on there for the new studio. That's pretty awesome.
No, it's a pretty cool spot. I mean, it was one of those things is just like found a place that's just perfect, you know, checked every box. But man, I don't even like the word box anymore. I hate fucking the word box. It sucks. And I'm beat, and the trucks show up at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm still not done.
Yeah, I'm prepping two moves, one for my house and one for work, and it's really just sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, I know it. Make sure you pack up your pumpkin carving tools, though.
Yeah, that's one bag. That's easy, man.
For anybody who doesn't know, Manny is like the preeminent, insanely talented pumpkin carving master.
Thank you, Gary.
Stuff he does with a pumpkin is fucking insane. Blows my mind. It's like really, really remarkable.
I enjoy my Octobers, no doubt about it.
I bet, dude. What do you do with the rest of the year?
You know, then I'm fucking lost the rest of the year. Actually, the rest of the year I do my job, and you know, university doesn't like it very much. University doesn't like it much that I check out in October.
Other holidays need like this specific gourd, you know, like.
Yeah. I thought about doing watermelons.
Or something is going to be like Easter, the Easter squash.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, did you have a question for Gary?
You know, I just wanted to hang out. So I'm gonna let other people ask important questions. I just like saying hi to Gary.
Cool. So just to be fair, we got to make sure we roll this along. So Gary, you want to sign his paper, his picture?
It says, I don't know if they're in order.
It should be in order on top to bottom.
Okay, I guess that's you, Manny, right?
It looks right. Sure.
All right.
Close enough, right?
And I think I didn't ask you to say anything specific. So if it doesn't have any instructions, then that's mine.
Okay, there we go.
How's everyone else doing?
Everybody's good. You know, this doing their thing, mixing the record, and everybody's just living.
How's the grandkids?
Grandkids are rad.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Make sure you screenshot that. All right, we got to move on. Next up, we're going to have, thanks a lot, Manny, by the way. We got Chris Whitehill. Chris, you got a question for Gary Holt?
Where's Chris at?
I see him.
Right here, man.
There he is. What's up, Chris? How you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
My beer, I don't know if it came yet, but
yeah, I told him, I said, man, that shit needs to be there by Saturday. So
I mean, I'm not out of this house right away, you know, so
right.
I'll be back and forth, and you know, maybe I'll find some beer waiting on the porch, and thank you for that.
So you guys enjoyed the Pliny and all the stuff from what's that?
I was telling everybody, Chris sent me some of the best beer on the planet. during the recording of the new Exodus, and it was greatly appreciated.
Right on.
So good.
Did you guys all enjoyed that? I take it. So
Well, mostly me.
yeah,
Got some of
right
it.
on.
Tom,
No,
he had
so
some.
yeah, actually, Gary, my question was like a lot of the metal guys like Ellison and Charlie Benante, they're all doing like collaborations on coffee and beer and all that. Do you see yourself doing maybe a collaboration with a brewery in the future at all?
We did an Exodus beer with Three Floyds Brewing.
Oh yeah,
award-winning beer. And you know, when we did ours, you know, I said I wanted to remind me of that first time I went to Belgium and I saw someone with a big fish bowl of beer, and I said I want that, and I had no idea it was 10% alcohol. And next thing you know,
right,
I fell off of crawling in the gutter, you know, and they achieved it.
yeah.
They sent me a little mini keg to try out, and it without a pump, and it sat in my backyard for quite a while in untapped until Super Bowl, the Falcons against the Patriots. And
Okay.
I didn't even know that Tom Brady made a comeback and won the game.
Yeah. I think we all passed out at halftime on that game.
No, I would
You know, and everybody was okay. This game's over.
I picked up on the game. I was playing guitar in my office badly. This is all. Yeah.
So
right on.
Gary, you got something to sign for Chris?
Yep, I sure do.
Cool.
Yeah, this worked out perfect because my birthday was 2 days ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I got to do this. So
that's your birthday, dude.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, man.
Get ready to screenshot this, Chris. We're gonna move on to our next guy here. There we go.
Can you see that?
Yeah, sure do. My girlfriend's recording in the back here, so.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Up next, we got Juan Mendez. Juan Mendez, we in here?
What's up? Psychomatic 69.
Psychomatic, all right.
How you doing, brother?
Let me unmute you.
Yeah, I'm mute.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Unmute. Yeah, there you go. Hi, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
Nice.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you guys. So yeah, I'll get going with some questions.
Fire away.
The No Lives Matter. I'm a big fan of your shirts and stuff, and I got a few of them. So I was wondering if you came. I don't know who came up with that. Was that you or Ice-T and Body Count? Where'd that come from?
You know, after I did the shirt, and you know, like obviously the events of the last year have like kind of like I've actually had like 4 or 5 little like 19-year-old kids like try to like harass me on Instagram lately about the shirt. And like, the shirt's 5 years old, motherfucker. But people asked me about it and they said, well, you know, Ice-T, Body Count for the song. I said, cool, you know, whatever. I looked up the date of their album release and the date of my shirt, and mine was first. So.
Nice. Nice.
By a little bit. Yeah, I'm sort of making that shirt like 5 years ago. I'm like, you know, just
right on.
This year made it like kind of a little bit more of a political thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of a political thing to me.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, people like this matters, and none of us matter. You think anybody gives a fuck about you, me, or anybody? Right. I don't have enough money for anybody to care about me. Maybe you.
Juan, you had a pretty specific thing you wanted Gary to sign on your autograph, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me get to it.
I can't remember what I put. I don't know, probably.
Keep on thrashing in the free world.
There you go, brother. There you go. I knew it was something stupid.
You got to sing it like it's the Neil Young song, though. Thrashing in the free world.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Do I got time for another question or two, or no?
Definitely, we got to keep moving, man. We got a lot of people in there. But
that's all right.
Thank you so much, Juan. Get ready to screenshot this. He's going to put it up for you.
Oh, dude, yeah. Hold on.
I wish we did, man. I wish we had more time, you guys. Next time, we're going to talk Gary into doing 2 of these VIP panels so we can be even smaller and have more time. So
Hey, you know, if I didn't have to go take the bed frames apart, I'd do them too.
You got a screenshot ready?
All right, buddy.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Next up, we got Dylan Castiglione. We got Dylan Castiglione up here.
What's up, Dylan? Dude, you got hella guitars.
Yo, how are you, Gary?
I'm good. I'm liking your collection of guitars there.
Thank you so much. Here,
Dylan, you got a question or how you first met Gary?
Yeah. So, Gary, first of all, I was at the Metal Allegiance show and I caught your No Lives Matter wristband.
Nice.
And so I had a question as an aspiring metal musician. What are some of your favorite things about tour, and what don't you like about being on tour?
Well, you know, that's kind of a two-part question. It depends on which era of my life you ask. Now, you know, I love playing on stage, obviously. That's never changed. I love spending time with my bandmates, going out to dinner on days off. I hate travel. I hate the waiting. I hate being away from my wife and kids and grandkids now. You know, the old me just wanted to go out and like get fucking wasted and party and tear it up. And that's cool. But you know, it's all about the show. And now I take much better care of myself because, you know, one hangover is going to lead me to have a show I'm not happy with, you know, like, so I don't drink very much on tour. I drink a lot of beer, but beer's not alcohol. Well, I mean, it is. It depends on what strength beer it is. But, you know, I tend to shut it down pretty early. I'm an early to bed guy, you know, and I pick and choose my battles. But yeah, I love playing guitar, you know, it's what I do. And I'm lucky I can go out and do it in front of people because, you know, you give as good as you get, you know.
Yeah.
People are going crazy and killing each other. It's kind of makes my job easy. You know.
Awesome, like, Dylan. What did you want to have Gary sign on your autograph?
It's his birthday in 2 weeks. We're celebrating with the Death Angel Christmas show. So if you put happy birthday, Dylan, that'd be killer.
Nice, right on. You got it, man.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
So you did a cameo for Dylan. I asked for one back in April, and I appreciated it. It was awesome. You're like, oh, Dad, you didn't mention the band's name that he's in. The band that he started is called Tornadic. 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 They're a local thrash band in Southern California.
Right on. I hope to see you on tour sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Screenshot.
Yeah, I was like, I don't just.
Thanks so much, Dylan. Get ready to screenshot this. He's going to hold up your autograph.
All right.
I just like playing shows. I like going to shows too.
Amen.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dylan.
Thank you.
All right, next up we got Abdul Sohail. Abdul, where we at?
Where you at?
Hey, how's it going?
I find myself searching all over. Where is he? There he is.
Can you hear me?
Dude.
Abdul, you got a question for Gary Holt? Or
yes, can you hear me?
Yep. How you doing, Abdul?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so first of all, it's really nice to see you. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Slayer show last year at Madison Square Garden. I met you and the band there. I was speechless at the time, but I'm grateful that I had this opportunity now to to acknowledge how big of an influence you are as me as a guitarist. And I wanted to know what was the process like learning the Slayer songs for these live shows?
The process was like, for me, it was like, anytime I'm learning something, I try to listen to it for a while before I ever pick a guitar up. Because you kind of have to know the arrangement and, despite, like all these years in thrash metal, with Exodus and, being friends with Slayer, I didn't know all the songs. I knew how to play like a couple of riffs. And that was it, just like I could butcher a whole bunch of Metallica for you too. And but I listened to them for like, a good 2 weeks in the car everywhere I went, to where you know where all the parts go, and then you learn the notes, and and it worked. That's how I always learn stuff with Slayer and all that. And the first rehearsal, we played 17 songs, and it went really well because I was prepared. At the time of the final Slayer tour, I had not been to a Slayer rehearsal in like 4 years, maybe longer. I just learned the songs at home. I know that Carrie and Paul rehearse, and they're going to be tight, and I'm playing to them anyway. And Carrie had my full faith that, I'm going to do my homework and show up ready. And like, I was always ready. He says, we're going to do Gemini. I sat and learned Gemini. We're going to do this song or that. And it just always worked for me that way.
Abdul, did you have something you specifically wanted him to write on the autograph?
Oh, yes. I wanted to him write just a simple "Keep rocking those good times."
I got it right here, buddy.
Like it. Get ready to screenshot it, Abdul.
Okay, 1 second.
He's ready.
He's ready.
I got it.
Awesome.
Flip this little thing around here. There we go.
Boom.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Abdul. Next up, we got Wes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, brother.
Do we have Wes Beamer in here?
Yeah. What's going on? Can you hear me?
There he is. It looks like you got a better connection tonight.
Yeah, I'm back on the old laptop.
Okay, good.
I was flaming out with Phil Demo yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but you're on with Gary now. You got a question for him or a special moment?
Dude, I've been following you for so long, man. I'm not that far behind you in the age bracket. I can't remember the first show. I'm hitting 50 in about 8 months, so I actually missed the couple of those early years. I wasn't quite old enough.
Yeah, you're a little bit behind me.
Anyways, I kind of had a gear question. Well, I had two questions. One is when you're riffing, when you're writing, do you use like a drum machine, or are you just popping it out by yourself with nothing, or how does that work?
I used to back in the 90s, when MIDI was the new thing, I had my little Alesis SR16, and I used to like drum machine the hell out of stuff. Now I don't. I've been playing music with Tom Hunting for since I was 17 years old. So when I riff, I know exactly what he's going to do to it, and it just works from there. So I kind of like the drum machine's up here. I write a riff. I know if it's a fast riff that it's going to be or downbeat, whatever it is, and it just goes from there. And sometimes we change shit. Sometimes a slow song becomes super fast, and vice versa. You never know. New album's hella fast.
Nice.
Yeah,
and then I was going to ask you too. Are you like at home? Do you use the Kemper or?
It depends. Like right now, I'm moving as we discussed, and so everything's packed up because I have like a little 212 cabinet. I have one of those the little like 20-watt Marshall JCM 800s, and it's awesome, amazing amp.
Nice.
But I have a little Marshall Code right here. One of those little solid state modeling amps.
Yeah,
it's great. But I use the Kemper a lot, and depends on what level of volume I'm trying to achieve, and if I'm just playing riffs while watching TV or football, I'm on the Marshall Code. If I'm in the office, and I'm cranking up the actual speakers, the Celestians,
Nice. And then
Wes,
that was
did
the
you,
one last question. Go ahead.
You want to get one more in? Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to ask about the two pedals. Do you have a favorite between the two signatures? Or is there a difference between them actually?
The KHDK, the Paranormal, is like a combination built into one pedal of the two that I use on the new album, which is the Protones pedal mid boost, which is basically a parametric mid band. And I use a super overdrive, you know, just my old standard. And they're both amazing. Just on this album, I kind of preferred the two pedals split into one, you know, rather than the combined pedal. But I mean, you know, once I got the Paranormal overdrive in my Slayer rig, it was on. It's game on. The thing was perfect. Because
all right, well, looks like I gotta buy it then.
I could go over and crank that mid boost and just add a little more attack, and I knew what knob to grab without touching anything else. You know?
Nice.
Cool, Wes. Did you have anything specific you wanted Gary to write on your autograph?
No, I'll let you free. You can free it, man. Go for it. Whatever you
Freehand
think.
that shit. Sorry, the stuff with Phil yesterday went a little sideways. Glad we got you in tonight, brother. Thanks for stopping back.
Thanks, man.
Anytime.
No worries.
Since you like gear and you like pedals, I just wrote "Stay Crunchy."
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Wes. All right, next up, we got this. Is this his real name? Gary
I said the same
Metallic
thing.
Jr.? Gary
My real
Metallic
name, man.
Jr.
Yep, that's my real name.
Fucking hey, dude. It doesn't get any more metal than that, brother.
Yeah, I know. So
Gary
Gary,
Metallic
I didn't
Gary
really
Metallic
have-
Jr. on with Gary Holt right now. You got a question for him?
What's
My
up,
name-
Gary?
His name is way cooler than mine.
So I didn't really have anything special to ask. So when you're on tour with Slayer or Exodus, you know, you're in front of everybody playing, fucking things are going wild on stage. How do you turn it off? Like when you're done, when the touring's done, when you get home, who is Gary Holt? What do you do, man? Like everyone's got to have their own thing to calm down, or when you're not playing, there's got to be a time when you're not playing guitar, right?
Yeah, all the time. Gary Holt, not on tour, is he's a grandpa. He wants to spend all his time with his grandkids. That's basically it, you know.
Yeah.
And the COVID thing at first just like wrecked me not being able to see him because, you know, I came home and got it. I brought it home. I infected all of California probably. And when I'm home, I grow hot peppers. I watch reality shows about midgets, and
That's awesome, man. You know, that's
90 Day
that's good.
Fiancé every last season.
Because you know when I've been
television.
to a bunch of Slayer shows, and you know, seeing you play up there, it's like it's different, man. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but like everyone's just like a human afterwards, you know. It's just like when you're home, you're just doing your own thing, and like it's just Gary Holt, right? Like,
You know, I mentioned hot peppers, right? I forgot I was like packing up my pepper plants, and there's a purple cayenne chili for it. It was in my pocket.
you know,
I was like gutting some of the plants, and there was like one last pepper, and I pulled it and put it in my pocket, and I just remembered that. It's hella hot.
Gary, do you have something specific you wanted Gary?
I don't remember what I had specific, but right now,
pretty funny.
I kind of just want you to freehand it, man, because you know, it's better if it comes from you, comes from the heart.
He said, ha 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 ha.
Get ready to screenshot it, Gary, okay?
I don't know how to screenshot on a Mac, but
I mean, you can do it with your phone if you want. If not, no big deal. He's going to hold it up and just show it to you.
Is this recorded? Like, am I able to see this later, or?
Yeah, we're gonna send you guys a Dropbox link if you want to have this recording. As soon as we get a couple days when we're all done, we'll you guys can just hit us up on Instagram or whatever that you want that Dropbox link, and we'll get it to you. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, listen real quick, Gary. Thank you so much, man. Before we get to the next guest, Psychomatic, show off that guitar, brother.
I saw that. Well, what'd you do to that?
Unmute him, Harry.
Yeah, unmute that shit. I like that. I saw you waving it around, but I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, so I just put some latex tape on it. I just put some diamonds in it, and then that was it. And then the strap, it's funny, it's just a DSL strap, but it's exactly like your original the Richter, right?
Yeah, Richter strap.
Yeah. I was up, you know, I didn't even know you put that strap out, but I just found that, and it was like, you know, it was just made to be.
Dude, it looks great. I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Cheers, brother.
Cool. All right, so we're on the next guy. I don't know. Is it Stevie Ray Vaughan? We got Stevie Ray Vaughan in the house right here.
It brother's middle name Ray, unfortunately mine though. But it is Stephen Vaughn though.
Stephen Vaughn. Stephen Vaughn, you're on Gary Holt. You got a question for him?
Dude, that's the name of greatness right there.
Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Okay, so I was wondering, I'm sure everybody worry here that you've been kind of carrying that thrash metal torch, like real thrash metal for many years. I was wondering if there's an upcoming band or anybody like that you might actually kind of vouch for or give deal of approval for upcoming thrash.
Well, you know, obviously there's like, you know, Municipal Waste, but you can't call them new. They're old as fuck now too, and I tell them that all the time. You know, but I love those guys. And Power Trip, Lost Society, or Super Killer. And, you know, there's 1,000 that I'm sure I'm going to forget, and I'll feel like a dick because I try my hardest to support the musical genre that I love so much. You know, I love fucking thrash metal. I love playing it. I love listening to it. It's what I want to do, you know, and I don't give a fuck about, you know, what anybody else thinks, you know, and you know, those guys, they're the real standard bearers, you know, is Municipal Waste and Power Trip, I think, right now. And I'll see fucking, oh god, I'm having the worst brain fart I've ever had in my life. Fucking
Hatred.
Yeah, Hatred, Super Killer, you know, and why my brain just seized on me. Any of you guys a doctor?
We had a heart surgeon on here yesterday, so maybe we can pull him back in.
I'm having the worst brain fart because fucking dude, it's like I'm so overwhelmed with so much shit going on right now. And there's a band that I should never forget the name because, you know, like I can name all the band members, but I produced an album for him, John Kevill and fucking John Locks, and why am I?
Or how about you want have you put any thought towards putting out another listening guitar talents video? Because the original one.
I plan on it. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little different. You know, when I get situated and get my studio built, I'm going to do like a YouTube channel and probably a Twitch TV channel where I play guitar, I play some licks, I laugh at midgets on TV, I ridicule, you know, people on 90 Day Fiance, and kind of my own version of a thrash metal Mystery Science Theater 2000.
Steve, you had one of the coolest inscriptions for your autograph. Do you want him to put that on there?
Yes, sir. With the late great Paul Bailoff and Poser's leg.
Gary, you can handle that. I know he's got a bit of a delay on his audio here.
I got it.
Okay. That's a great inscription.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it.
So get ready to screenshot it if you want to do so, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Got it.
So what is his middle name if it's not Ray?
Steven, do you have a middle name?
Yeah, it's Zachary, which I passed on to my son, you know. Cool.
Very cool. All right, there it is. Awesome. Hey, real quick, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, man. Dylan, give us the name of your band again.
Where's Dylan? Let me find him.
Dylan, Castiglione.
Hey, yeah. So my band is called Tornadic. We're a local thrash band in Southern California.
How old are you?
Spell that for
I'm
me again,
14.
Dylan.
What's up?
Will you spell that for me again, brother?
Yeah, it's TORNDIC. What? NADIC. I knew that.
Hold on.
There it is in the
CORN.
chat.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Cool.
It's in the chat. Oh, okay. Let me look for the little chat thing. There we go.
And you're 14?
Cancord, okay.
Yeah, 14.
Guys, this is what I'm talking about. We gotta support young metalheads like this. It's a dying breed. So I want to specifically say that when live shows start again, we got to go check out Tornadic and these kinds of things, because that's fucking awesome, buddy. 14 years old doing this. I love it. My son's 11 and it's the same shit. Good job.
Yep.
It's amazing.
You got a social media page we can follow? Did you just find that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caitlin or
Yeah, it's
Catalina?
on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Yeah. So
Right,
if you
you
go to
got
the website tornadic.us.
That was weird. Everybody froze but me. It was like I was in some alternate reality there for a second.
Oh no.
All you guys stopped moving and I was sitting there like, I don't know what's going on.
Are we back on now, Gary?
Dylan, shoot me a link on my Instagram so I can check it out.
For sure. I'll do that right now.
Cool. Gary, are we back? Nobody's frozen, right?
Nobody's frozen. Everybody's moving and being
Oh, yeah.
normal.
All right, cool. All right, we'll move on to the next one then. We got Rita Hunt next. Where's Rita?
Hi.
Rita, you're up with Gary Holt.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Gary.
You have a question for him?
I want to know, when you're not listening to metal music, like what is like the weirdest kind of the music that would surprise people the most that you listen to? Like bluegrass or something.
Of all time is by a band called Everything But the Girl, and the album is called Walking Wounded.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
You probably know the one radio hit song they have is called Missing. And I love it. And I love the new Haim record is amazing. So good.
I love him.
Terrence Trent D'Arby is one of my heroes. Prince is my hero. Parliament Funkadelic, Ohio Players, all this old funk shit. That's my jam.
Awesome.
Shit. I love playing thrash metal, but that's Prince is my everything. That's why I have one of these.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Sweet.
Did you have a specific inscription for Gary to put on your autograph?
Yeah, I put something on the order form that was kind of wordy, but it was about congratulations on our wedding and.
Oh, well, before I write it, let me say congratulations on your wedding.
Thanks, Gary.
All right, I got it right here. I'm going to write it here.
Yeah, congrats, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Mhm.
We had Elvis do the wedding because that's the American thing to do.
Where are you guys from?
Baton Rouge. I'm
Nice.
from England originally, but Baton Rouge now.
Very cool. Get ready to screenshot this. He's going to hold it up for you guys. If you choose to.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Thanks, Gary.
You got it. Hey, congratulations. And I really do wish you a long and happy marriage.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Congrats, guys. Thank you, Rita. Next up, we got Cameron Ortiz. Is he in the house?
Yep, I'm right here. What's going on, Gary?
Awesome. You're with Gary. You got a question for him?
Yeah, so just wanted to say a couple things. Like, went to the Oakland show back in last
Oh,
November.
there he is. I'm sorry. Start over, Cameron. I was looking around the Zoom screen
Okay.
trying to find
Yeah.
you. What's
Yeah,
up? dude?
definitely. So nothing much. I'm 23 and live in Chico. I think you drove through it going to Almanor to record and all that. Yep.
I lived
And,
in Chico for like 5 years.
Yeah, dude, awesome place. Go there all the time. But yeah, so I went to the Slayer show in Oakland last November, the third to last one ever. Caught the pick at the very front. Good shit. See. So a couple things. How did you get, dude? I am obsessed with your tone on Atrocity Exhibition A. How did you get that?
That album was a PV Triple X with a PreSonus parametric EQ in front of the input, not in the loop. And I only ran the mid band, and there begins my long love affair with mid pedals.
All right.
Because, you know, a lot of guys in thrash, death metal, they think mid range is bad. Mid range is your best friend. It's being able to tailor it to get that attack, that almost wall pedally attack. Like, you know, if I turn like the level up a little higher, it'd sound like a wall pedal, you know, but you bring it back, but you're adding that mid boost, that aggressive, like gnarly bite. And
exactly, because like I noticed like
every album I've done since
I noticed on like when you like some of your riffs, you go open A and D string back onto a power chord, and I've been incorporating that in like almost every single riff I write now.
I do that
like,
all the time.
That specifically from you.
I do a lot of shit like that, and it's out of laziness, you know.
But it sounds sick as fuck.
It is, because I'll write riffs, and like it's easier for me to like hit that open D chord and bounce it back onto a power chord.
Like boom, 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 boom. Like
yeah, exactly. Like here, like you know, just so you.
Yep, exactly. Funeral Hymn, my favorite newer Exodus song by far.
And I also do this all the time.
Okay.
Instead of that, because it's easier. I don't have to move my hand as much.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing, so you're having the yard sale next weekend, right? I'm gonna go down.
I'm having a heavy metal yard sale.
Yeah, we were commenting on Instagram about that. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go down, buy some shit, and
I got all kinds of shit, dude. I mean, like
one thing I was wondering about is would you? What was that?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear.
Oh, I was wondering, would if I brought my guitar and my shirt, this is from the Repentless tour, would you mind signing both of them?
Not at all. Bring it.
Well, yeah, because I got my Eclipse right here.
Oh, sweet.
Actual ESP. Yep, fucking love it. Probably just sign the back of the headstock right there. You can fuck around on it. Of course, I'd want it.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like Cameron, did you have something you wanted him to specifically write on your autograph?
Yeah, so I wrote something on whatever it was when we signed up for it, but fuck that. We're gonna do Cameron, keep thrashing and never give a fuck.
Cameron, keep thrashing, and what was the rest?
And never give a fuck.
And never give a fuck. Yeah.
And get ready to have your camera. You can do a screenshot if you choose, Cameron.
Yep, most definitely.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Shit, I'm gonna have to do it for my laptop. It looks like my storage is empty. Hold on, I'm just gonna delete this real quick.
Now, repeat that what you wanted again.
Cameron, keep thrashing and never give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I will see you next weekend.
Chiller.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Cameron. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
We're gonna wait for the screenshot and then we'll move on.
Definitely the best, my favorite thrash metal guitar player by far.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Ooh, my guy. Hell yeah. Sick. All right.
Awesome. Thanks again, Cameron.
Yeah, of course.
Next up, we got James Griffin. James Griffin.
What's up, Gary?
What are you at, James?
Can you hear me?
There he is. Jim, you got a question for Gary?
I'm just this Zoom shit is you're down there. There you go. What's up, dude?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Good. Hanging in there.
I just want to say, just thanks for doing what you do. And I mean, you're my childhood, dude. You know what I mean? I'm a little younger than you, but I've been following you pretty much your whole career. So it's just nice to get a chance to talk to you and say thank you. And hopefully you got many more years of keeping this going. We're kind of like a dying breed. I'm not too happy with some of the new and upcoming music, but I look forward to seeing you out there again.
Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot, and like, I got a lot of years left in me. I always said, I'll do this as long as I still love doing it. And as long as I feel I can do it at a level that's required of me, and I put high standards on myself live, like I'm not going to let some millennial fuck go out and outperform me on stage. We might like be partying all night after and every night for like 6 days straight while I'm like tired and searching for ibuprofen, but I'm not going to be outworked. And I still love doing what I do, and it makes it easy. But knowing that someone digs it, that's all that matters. I love playing thrash metal. I'll do it till I can't.
Yeah,
right now it's kind of a lost a year, but it's also 1 year less wear and tear on my body, so it's gonna work out the same either way.
Jim, did you have something specific you wanted Gary to write on your autograph?
Yeah, well, I mean, a quick story with that. I've been playing guitar for maybe about 2 years now, but it's because of him. Seeing him at a concert kind of just sparked the fire. So, just write something like, keep on playing or something, something like that. Whatever comes to your mind, Gary.
You got it, man.
Awesome, buddy. Get ready to have your phone ready so you can screenshot it, Jim.
Yeah. Hold on.
Lightning Kugel, what's that drink?
Lightning Kugel.
Yeah, what's he got?
Oh, Psychomatic 69 got the drink.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Big Jim,
buddy. Everybody's cheersing.
Awesome.
All right, before we get to the next one, Jim, thank you so much. Anybody got a drink they're sitting there drinking and want to do a cheers real quick? Cheers. Gary wanted to drink with everybody, so fuck it. Here we go, man. Everybody's got one. Jesus, man. Cheers, everybody.
You guys are all keeping it hidden and shit.
Boom. All right, next up we got Michael Agnew. Michael Agnew. He's down here. I see him. He's got fire behind him. Holy shit.
Fire and shit.
Fire.
It's like I'm in a Slayer show right now.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Michael, you got a question for Gary?
Michael, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man. Hey, I got a couple of things. Hey, Gary, I want you to tell Lisa, thank you very much. It finally showed up.
I know you.
Yeah, bro. So we just got back from Hawaii. You guys hung on to it for me, man. Your wife's amazing, man. So are you, bro.
I put a bunch of extra shit in one of your packages. Did you get
it?
Yeah,
you did. Hey, and I solely appreciate what you did in quite a few of them. And I solely appreciate it, man. It's amazing, dude. Yeah. Hey, so, hey, one of the things I wanted to ask, man, because you guys got the new album coming out. Have you guys thought about a lineup, man, that you guys want to tour with, man? Because I know Megadeth canceled. Well, they pushed out last year. I've seen Lamb of God probably 15 times in the last like 5 years. One of my most favorite bands, hands down. But you guys, Exodus. The last time I seen Exodus, I missed you, dude. You weren't with them, and they were touring with King Diamond like a couple of years ago here in Salt Lake. But hey, I just want you to know you should be proud of your boys. I just want to let you know they represent it, man. So
yeah,
that was Metro, man. So
but you know what? I'm super glad to be back. I mean, right before COVID destroyed everything, we were like the last band to tour Europe before the shit hit. We flew home the night of the airline shutdown. And like the shows were like, there were moments when I was like, I got something in my eye, thing on stage, with the welcome back I was getting. It was pretty rad. But, like lineup, like I don't know who we're going to, tour with coming up, because you have a lot of bands that I'm really good friends with and stuff, and I'd love to tour with, but everybody's tours are like basically they're gonna start up again where they were postponed before.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of weird, you know, like, you know, I'll certainly be hitting up some people I know and like, dude, let's do it. But, you know, they're going to be starting out by doing the tours they lost already. So it's a whole big game of catch up, you know, and trying to like, you know, sort things out. You know, it's kind of a mess. I mean, we start with a European festival tour and it's a miracle we pulled that off because next year's festivals shows are all last year's, you know, everything's moved a year ahead. And so it's kind of weird, but you know, we're doing, it's going to be good. I can't wait to get back out there.
Michael, you have anything specific you want Gary to write on your autograph?
No, man. Hey, just from the heart, bro. Whatever, man. Hey, it's amazing to chat with you.
Cool.
Got it,
Just get ready to have your camera ready. He'll do a little screenshot for you.
Okay.
Badass background, by the way, bud.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing the connections that people have with each other.
Oh yeah.
Everything here is covered with these little like stickers that say sign here.
Oh God.
And I just threw one and it stuck right on my beer bottle. Like
Oh.
it's stuck to everything right now. It's pretty awesome.
Uh,
There you go, Mike.
all right, bro. Hey, thanks, man.
You got it, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Next up, we got Kimberly Silva's.
Hi.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Gary?
Question for Gary?
Well, I just wanted to say, first time I saw Gary perform, I was watching YouTube videos, and Slayer's performance at Wacken 2014 came out. And I watched it, and the first song they played was Hella Waits, and Gary's headbanging was fucking amazing.
Yeah, you know, listen to the song. Fucking hell, wait. How can you not headbang like that?
Yeah,
that song.
it was fucking crazy.
Well,
I
you know,
pretty much,
you know how many times I've seen like bands I won't name that play and they go out on stage and the song is so fucking heavy and they're barely headbanging. I'm like, how can you not? What the fuck's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
so I pretty much watched that whole set, and just the entire show, you just never lost. Like, you were just
Dude,
at it.
that shit hurts. It hurts. Like, I get fucked up.
Does it? I was curious.
And you know, I probably if I like got another, you know, series of X-rays and MRI, it'd probably tell me to stop. But that's why I don't get one.
Thanks.
I don't want anybody to tell me I can't do it anymore. So, fuck it.
So, Aaron, do you have something specific you want Gary to write on your autograph?
Keep slaying.
You got it, buddy.
Like it.
Seeing that video of you kind of led me on to Exodus and everything. And
Right on. That's a good. That's a good.
I found out where you were from, basically. So.
All right, cool. Get ready to screenshot this, buddy.
Let me see if this thing sticks to my beer bottle again. Ah, that one flew all crazy.
Right.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
Just so anybody knows, our good buddy Chris had to drop out. He's got another panel to host. So later,
Oh, what a
Chris.
pussy.
What?
What a pussy.
Why did we got that recorded, right, Harry?
Yes, we do. And he's going to hang with Tawny Katane right now.
Okay.
God, I don't. Wow. That's like my MTV flashback there. Like,
Yeah.
I go.
That's everybody's MTV flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
White Snake action.
That's rad. I don't blame him now. You know.
All right. So next up, we got Rick Iannucci. I hope I said that right. Rick.
Hey, how's it going, Gary?
There he is. Okay, cool. You got a question for Gary?
Yeah, listen, just a quick statement. I've been a fan since like the 80s, and I'm in my high school yearbook in 88. I wrote that I was going to marry my wife and jam with Slayer, and I'm still with her, and I'm talking to you right now, so that's close enough for me. Listen, how cool was it to play Raining Blood on Fountain?
I'm sorry?
How cool was it to play Raining Blood on Fallon?
It was pretty fucking cool. It was a crazy, hectic day. You know, our crew had to like get the gear, you know, like a scaled down, obviously, amount of gear over there and do that in the afternoon and then get back and play the show. And I'm not used to like, you know, going out and like headbanging like that in the middle of the afternoon for one song and then doing it again later. But it was fucking cool. Come on. I mean, it's like,
I'll tell you what,
I carry
the
that
lady
to my
they
kid,
had
you know,
for
playing on Fallon. That was fucking rad.
yeah, the lady they had for a guest, her reaction was just priceless. Like she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, he was like I think you'd probably the proper term would be former fan. Like, oh, in high school I listened to this, but she was hella cool. You know, Michael Strahan was on that night and we didn't even get to see him. Fallon was cool as fuck. We gifted him a Slayer Jägermeister machine. And
yeah, I asked you to get one of those.
Everybody in the band has one as well. You know, lights up in orange, Slayer on the side. It's got like the pull is like hands, but he said it was his 2 show a day. You know, he had another show to film right after. Otherwise, he'd have joined us, and we couldn't drink because you know it's middle of the fucking afternoon. But I still have my Slayer Jaeger machine. It's in my storage, unused.
All right. Sorry, Rick. We got to keep it moving, brother. Did you have anything specific you wanted Gary to sign?
I wrote it down on there. As long as it says Holt and Waits, I'm good.
I got it, bro. I got your back here.
One of these days, I want to get over there and jam with Slayer, though. I got to get that done.
You got to make it happen.
Don't we all?
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Just for a minute.
Could kill me at that after that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, get ready to have your camera out if you want to screenshot this, brother.
Brett, I don't see Melissa Thompson. Melissa, are you out there? Raise your hand if you're out there, Melissa.
Hey, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you, man.
Yeah, take care, man. Get a Slayer reunion show.
See you
All
later.
right, we'll skip over Melissa. But Gary, I made a joke.
Yeah.
What is that?
These little things, they just cling into my beer.
Well, speaking of drinks, I had a joke earlier that I was gonna I was literally gonna drink anytime you said any word. So we're just gonna drink now. Everybody cheers once again. Who's got a drink? Yep, ready? There we go. So next up we got I'm gonna fuck this name up. It's Matej Givelovich. There we go.
All right, let me get you. Hold on just a second. I'm going to get you there. There we go. I was wondering who Caitlin was because I didn't have her on my list.
Yeah, all good, all good. Hey everybody, this is amazing. I didn't think it would be this many people, but I love this. This is so much fun. Gary, pleasure to meet you, man.
Thanks. It's good to meet you too, bro.
Awesome, awesome. I got introduced to you through the Walk-In 2008 DVD. It kept popping up on YouTube, and yeah, like Cameron was saying, funeral hymn, that blew my mind.
Thanks. You know, just doing what the music tells me to do, basically. You know, like I said, how can you not?
Yeah.
It's like you know, you're in the wrong line of work if you're playing these songs, and that's not what you're doing. You know, like.
Yep. Exactly. And the question for you was, how is the Jubilee sounding on the recordings?
Amazing, dude. On the new Exodus album, you know, I went from rehearsing the songs with Tom, my drummer, you know, the two of us, you know, we got together up in the mountains and did our thing for like, you know, 2 months. And then when I mic'd up the rig for their album recording, I didn't touch a single fucking knob. And I guarantee you, in the history of fucking rock and roll and metal, nobody, I don't care if you're going back to the 60s, has ever plugged their shit in, put mics in it, and never touched the fucking amp.
That's insane.
And I had the mid boost pedal and a super overdrive, and I touched nothing. It was so perfect. It was like glorious. Like nope, don't have to dial in the mids, the low end, didn't have to do anything. And they had a lot of potential to dial shit in, like you had a parametric mid and an overdrive and the amp, and it was just golden right out the gate. Perfect.
Wow. So how did that differ between the JCM 800s and the Angles?
The Angle is like, we tried the Angle out, and it's one of my favorite amps, but the Jubilee kicked its ass. Kicked its ass. The Jubilee requires you to boost it and do things like that because, it doesn't have and the Angle is an amazing amp. On Exhibit B, I use it, and it's one of my favorite guitar tones.
Yep.
Matej, I hope I'm saying your name right. Did you have something specific you wanted Gary to write on your autograph?
Yeah, close, Mate, but you're all good. I first didn't have anything, but now I'm thinking, right, posers must die.
This is you, Jack, right?
Yep. Yeah, but Mate Gregorovic, yep.
Oh no, Gary, that one to Jack is for Melissa that's not on here right now.
Okay, all right, I got it.
So go to the next one.
In gold, okay.
And Mate,
Posers must die.
Posers must die. Yep.
Okay. Get ready to screenshot this, brother.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Got it. Thank you, man.
So all right, thanks, Mate. Man, I'm gonna mess your name up. I'm sorry, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, much
All right,
love.
so next up, we got Mark Rivera. Anytime I say a name of the next guest, you're just gonna drink. Have fun. Mark Rivera. There we go.
Where's Mark?
Do we have a Mark?
Yeah,
I'm right here. I'm here.
He's here. He's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Yay.
Gary, how the hell are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm Metal Thrashing Mark on Instagram, by the way. So I know we've commented back and forth.
Mark?
Yes. So first of all, I work in the mortgage industry. So congratulations on the purchase of the new house.
Yeah, it's pretty stoked.
Yeah, man.
A lot of work
Awesome.
there, man.
Yeah, I love where you're putting in the studio, man. It looks like Frodo's house in Lord of the Rings. It's great.
It's the fucking Shire.
Yes, it's the Shire. So I'm gonna make. I know I got to go quick here. So all right, Exhibit B on vinyl. Do you have a copy you can sell me because I will buy it?
I don't know if I do. I'm not a big vinyl collector. I keep all the stuff I'm giving them myself, but I kind of tend to put it in a box and it stays stored somewhere. So I don't even know.
Okay.
It's available somewhere.
It's out of print, and it's been out of print, and it's like I was messaging with Dukes like a couple of years ago, and I was like, hey, get me a copy, and then he just stopped replying. So I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. So next question, since we got to keep it rolling. Can you share your Kemper profile with me? You see my Kemper right there. It's on.
I see your Kemper, and I love Kempers. But listen, coming up in the next year, I'm releasing a whole pack of profiles.
I will buy them. Awesome. All right, moving right along.
It's multiple record guitar tones.
Awesome.
Mark, is there something you wanted Gary to actually write on your autograph?
Yeah. I put
all of them.
Awesome. I will buy that Kemper pack. I'm serious. I'll buy it. Awesome.
It's super sick.
Awesome. So, yes. Oh, but I did. I have a very self-deprecating sense of humor, so I think I put something to the effect of, Mark, you're a hack. Quit playing.
I got it. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
so
fantastic.
Gary, I hope you see my purple eclipse back there. By the way, that was kind of a tribute to both Prince and your Prince guitar.
Love it, dude.
Yeah.
Mark, get ready for your screenshot.
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me do that real quick.
Is there Mitchell Loper? Are you on here somewhere?
Okay. I'm ready for my screenshot.
Any Mitchell? Raise your hand if you hear Mitch. Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
And and I didn't get it. Oh well. All right, no worries. We'll have the recording anyway. I'll hit you guys up for the recording.
Yep. Awesome. All right, everybody drink. Next up is Mitchell Loper.
A few things I got all over my beer bottle.
So Loper, Mitchell Loper, I haven't seen anywhere on here, and I just asked for him. So
It's a bonus because we just drink anyway. That's all.
Yeah.
Every time I say a fucking name, we drink. So cool.
I might have to go to the bathroom.
and Mel Grimes, did you get on here at all? Mel, Jerry, if you look at the stack of photos there, you'll see Mitchell and then one for Mary Ellen after that.
Yep.
The one for Mary Ellen, neither Mitchell or Mary Ellen are on here right now. But when you do sign it, can you make sure Mary Ellen, just make that to Mel, M-E-L.
Let me make a little note of that.
Okay, she goes by Mel, and we didn't get that on there, so.
Cool, I got it.
Awesome, you
Good.
rock.
All right, so we'll move on with number 20 here. It's Corey C. I'm not going to even try to say that last name. Corey, we have a Corey?
Yeah, he's here. I saw him. I'm muting him right now.
Okay, cool. Corey, you got a question for Gary?
Oh, I got, but I'll just ask one. So why do you prefer a Floyd over a Kaler? Because I saw in a Loudwire video you said you're either a Floyd or a Kaler guy, and you said all the Slayer guys are Kaler guys. Why do you love Floyd so much?
I'll show you why. But you can't do this with a Kaler. You can't go.
Pop all your strings.
Can't do that
So
with a
awesome.
Kaler. I don't like those little screw-in whammy bars. I break them.
They get a string too.
Psychomatic knows. Psychomatic. Sorry.
I love everybody getting their guitar up right now. That's fantastic.
Everybody's got the guitars.
Dude, I've been using Floyd Roses my whole life since the very dawn of the Floyd Rose, and like my hands comfortable on it. It's just what I use. You know.
Do you still have Jeff's gear? Jeff Hanneman's gear? Because I know in the Loudwire video you said you had some of his gear that you're using on this tour and on maybe some studio time. I'm not sure what you were saying.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
You still have Jeff Hanneman's gear? Because I know you got some of it in that rig rundown video. Really, you don't?
I used some of his at first before I got my own amps in there, but it didn't belong to me. It belonged to Jeff, you know.
Family. Yeah.
Corey, do you have anything you want specifically to have Gary sign?
No, I can't think of anything. Just my name.
Okay, cool. Oh, shit. Get ready to take a picture or screenshot, whatever you want to do. Awesome.
That's badass.
Cool. Thanks, Corey.
No problem.
All right, next drink is Lane Eccleston. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, cheers. Can you hear me?
Lane, you got a question for Gary?
Yeah, can you hear me? All good?
You know what?
I can hear you, buddy.
I got to go
Brilliant.
out there. And I have to get another beer. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm in no hurry. We'll finish this shit. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, buddy. I think that's code word for Gary has to take a piss.
Yeah.
I actually have to take a piss. No doubt. I'm trying to hold it. If I get a fucking clothespin close.
We got 4 more after him, so we're just about done.
Awesome.
Is it Lane or Aang?
There's a story behind this.
Okay.
It's Ian. But
It's Ian?
my buddy who got me this, he did a cameo with Gary. And he completely mispronounced my name and called me Lane.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I clearly have Lane here. You're
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
UK, correct?
That's what it got ordered under.
Yeah, all my friends call me Lane now. So
So how do you say your name, brother?
Ian.
Ian.
Okay. Where are you from?
Bristol in England.
Oh,
Sweet. Cool.
that's not far
Yeah,
from
so-
Ryan.
Right.
Ryan's right around.
Yeah, we had Ryan McCombs on earlier today, and he's just in between London and Bristol.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So it's 2:00 in the morning. So if I'm a bit
Oh
quiet,
my God.
because the kids are asleep in the next room. So
Oh man.
hopefully they don't wake up.
How old are they?
4 and 2.
You don't want to wake those up.
No.
They don't go back down. No, not easily.
That's such a nice time for Christmas. I miss when the kids were that little. Christmas is so exciting.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a tough one this year, isn't it? But
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
yeah. We live 2 doors down from my grandparents and from their grandparents, and looks like they're not
Have
going to
you
be able to
seen
see
them, or
them.
you have
so
to stay away?
we got to stay away for the time being.
Yeah.
We had a couple of weeks where we could spend some good time with them. So
Cool. Here comes Gary. I think I saw Gary.
This is the ghost of Gary. The ghost of Gary passed.
All right, I'm back.
Did you take a piss?
Decided to
Be
go
honest.
with the Elysium Space Dust IPA.
Nice.
Very good beer.
Gary, be honest. Did you just take a leak?
Yes, I did. Dude,
I knew it.
I knew it. Everybody's answer is going to be, I don't know. I like playing metal.
Brett was
All right,
right. Then we
Ian.
take a drink.
There you go. Boom. Ian, you got a question for Gary?
There
We
you
got to
go.
move it along, brother.
I do, yeah. So your recording process and mainly your tracking process, how does it work in the studio, and how much has Andy Sneap had to do with the modern Exodus sound?
Andy, you know, we've been working with Andy since 1997 when we did the live album. And, you know, he's kind of like the sixth member of Exodus, you know, I mean, and it works for us because him and I see eye to eye on fucking everything. You know, like we're kind of like two guys of the same mind, and the only thing that sucks is like this album, you know, he was going to come out here, but the pandemic, you know, we didn't know if they'd allow him back into England after he spent, you know, a month here, you know. But Andy says working with Exodus is like walking into an episode of the Banana Splits because we're fucking out of our minds and we're fucking completely crazy, but in a fun way. And, you know, he just, you know, like, you know, I track my guitars exactly how I want to track them. And, you know, and he'll like, you know, sometimes he'll suggest a little more of this, a little more of that. Like on the new album, he asked me, do you think there's a little too much gain? And I said, fuck no. Hush your mouth, son. And he never said another word about it. You know, like, no, there's fucking, everybody's guitars are too clean now.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody always says, you know, this album is our Master of Puppets, or this album is our Rain and Blood. Tom Hunting and I firmly believe that this new album is our Power Age.
Nice.
I mean, it's nothing like it, but it has that raw intensity. The guitars are just on the brink of out of control at times. And it's
did you track it? Did you track it all together?
I'm
Were you all in
sorry?
the studio? Did you track it all together? Were you all in the studio at the same time doing your bits? Or-
You know, like we track drums and we overdub. We do 2 tracks of guitars, one left, one right. We don't fuck around with all this like quadruple track shit like we used to. But you know, we feel excessive guitar rhythm tracks takes away from the pick attack.
You're right. Yep.
It starts sounding softer. It sounds thicker, but it's not as aggressive, you know. And we wanted that vibe of like when you listen to Power Age, you know, the fucking opening chords of Down Payment Blues, you know.
Cool. And do you have anything specific you want Gary to sign on your autograph?
No, just my name would be great. That'd be brilliant.
I think someone wrote Hollow Crown, pretty cool sound.
Okay, this one, that is you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that is-
him.
You know, like some don't have a name.
Is that from your buddy too?
Yeah.
Swear to God, man, when I hear people from the UK talk, it just sounds so much. He said that'll be brilliant. I'm like, that's fucking
He
amazing.
sounds smarter than us.
He sounds so much smarter than us.
Smarter than us.
I'm from New Jersey, man. You sound brilliant.
Yeah.
Amazing. Get ready to screenshot this. He's gonna hold it up for you. Get ready to screenshot that, Ian.
I hope the kids
Rad.
sleep.
Awesome.
Such a great picture.
We hope your kids sleep.
Nothing yet. Brilliant.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Ian.
guys. Thank you.
Our fans
Go to bed now, brother.
By the way. Yeah, this is the photo that won't be on the album, but yeah, we love guns. We like guns.
Right on.
All right, next up we got Mario Heredia.
Heredia. Hey, yup.
There he
That was
is.
close, brother. Cheers.
Fucking Allegiance too as well.
He's drinking the same beer.
Same beer.
Check this one out too.
That's what's
Fucking
up.
Slayer.
You're like
Slayer.
5%.
First off, I want to be political and say, fuck posers. I get that out of the air. Second, I still want to say thank you for not being a jerk to my daughter at Spoken Hotel when she gave the Christmas invitation and giving her pics at the end of the show. That was fucking brutal. I appreciate it.
Dude, I'm a parent. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I fucking love kids. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend time with my own grandkids, you know. So you gotta like when we would do like the Slayer meet and greets, you know, occasionally someone would come through with like a little kid, and those are the ones like, you know, I'd make sure the rest of the line didn't see it, and I'd like, come here, and I'd like slip them a pic. They deserve it, you know. That's the next generation. Those are the ones who are gonna help us defeat DJs and rap. And I love rap. I love old school rap. You know.
My question is, last time I spoke to you, I got way too drunk with Old English and Jaeger with Scott Ian, and I asked you, what is the best pedal? What is the best amp to get for so I could play your guitar and your paranormal pedal? And you said get a JCM 800 or a Jubilee. Thanks to my British wife, she got me the Slayer JCM 800. It is it is brutal to the point where I put my 6505 PV in the closet. Like, I don't need it. This is
what I like to hear.
I don't need it. I tell people, when people ask me, what do you think about your Marshall? I'm like, it sounds like a twin turbo fucking diesel just going down the hill, and the PV sounds like a Honda with the aftermarket exhaust. Like, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Here's the thing, you know, like modern amps, you know, there's a lot of great ones, and they're great right out the box, but I think they sound like everybody else.
Right. So
now,
my question is
into like doing a one-off show in Costa Rica, and they tell me they have like an EVH. Hell yeah, I'll take it, because I know I can get a tone that will work for the night, and I'm happy, you know. But Marshall requires work. You have to do things to the front or modify it, but it's the circuitry that makes it so killer. And the lead tone is like transparent, it's like glass, you know, like so good, you know. And I've been a Marshall guy my whole life, and then I wasn't, and that was mostly because, you know, like I was looking for something maybe a little less expensive, you know, than buying a whole bunch of new gear, you know. And you know, I'm back to where I was for most of my career, and that was with Marshall.
So Mario, did you have something specific you wanted Gary to write on this thing?
I never put the beast mode on. I just like the JCM 800. I don't need this Carry King. How can I make my amp sound like Verbal Razors? That fucking song is fucking brutal.
Verbal Razors was a super overdrive and a Marshall JCM 800. That's all it was.
Really? Sweet.
Yeah.
So we gotta move on, guys. So Gary, when you get a chance, can you hold up his photo?
I will. I flip my little name tag thing off.
Stick it to your beer.
Yeah.
That one didn't stick.
And Gary, if you say something when you hold it up, then you'll jump onto everybody's big screen when you say something. So
do that again. I'm sorry.
So when you hold up the picture, if you say something, then the camera will go to you for everybody that's on
Gotcha.
on the big one. Yeah.
That's nice to know.
I was literally reading Harry's text. I was like, I can't actually understand what he means by this. Now I got it, Harry. Good. You're good.
Yeah, I actually came from Ticker.
Yeah. This is behind the scenes bullshit that nobody cares about, but now I get it.
All right, here we go. Now I'm talking blah, blah, blah.
Take
Is
this.
that working for you?
There's a thrash band in Tacoma, Washington. They're called Toxic Rain, just like Rain and Blood, Toxic Rain.
Yeah.
The closest thrash Bay Area I could get near in Washington. It is brutal.
I'll have to check it out.
All right, Mario. Thanks so much, man. Have a good night. And next up, we got Tyler Bone. Is that your real name, Tyler Bone?
Yeah, that's my real name.
Fucking A, dude.
Shit, hang on, I got my driver's
We got
license.
some
in my
metal
pocket.
fucking names up in Gary Holt's fucking thing today, man. Awesome, brother.
Name's not metal.
Everybody drink for Tyler
Yeah.
Bone.
With my license, says it on there.
All right, there you go. Tyler Bone, you got a question for Gary? We gotta
Yeah,
move
what's
this
up,
along.
Gary?
How you doing, Tyler?
Good. How about you, man? So
Good.
I don't know if you remember me. I met you back at the guitar clinic you had back in Dallas. I think it was last year. I can't fucking remember anymore.
I remember it. Those are fun. I like doing those. I like.
Yeah,
doing
it was fun. You signed my Eclipse that I had painted myself. So I have that hanging up on my wall back at my parents' house, and because I'm moving back home in a few weeks, actually.
Dude.
Home
is
my question. Oh yeah. My question is, do you keep in touch with the guys from Slayer at all?
We chat a little bit, it's kind of, it's one of those things where like we're still really close, but after like, for me, almost 9 years in the band, and for Carrie and Tom, like 1,000,000 years, and Paul, 2 stints, we kind of all like went boom and went our own way. And then we occasionally message, me and Carrie over football usually, and
Yeah.
and but on the 1 year anniversary of the last show, we were like all in contact, like I appreciate you, man. Hugs and stuff. But I played my last show November 30th, and I was on tour. I left for Europe with Exodus like February 7th, so I was right back at it. Those guys are home. They haven't done shit. I didn't skip a beat. I was back right in the saddle.
Yeah, you've been busting your ass, man.
Russ never sleeps,
Yep.
Tyler, do you have a specific thing you want Gary to write on your autograph? Dude,
Shit,
the poser,
I wrote something on there, and I just can't remember what the fuck I put on
it
there.
was like death to posers, man. Like it seems like there's
I
a
think it
growing
was that.
fondness for poser death.
Is this you, Tyler? Death to Posers and Rain and Blood?
Yep.
Yeah, that was me.
Nice.
Makes me want to burn all my old Poison records. It's awesome.
Yes, do that. Sounds like a plan.
No shit, that's what my dad did when he discovered Slayer.
Right before he gave you a name like Tyler Bone.
Everyone at work calls me T-Bone. I'm like, it fits perfect. I fucking love it.
T-Bone's great, man.
Yeah.
Get ready to have your phone out. Gary,
man.
hold your thing up for a screenshot.
They don't stick to this beer. Only the other one. So weird. Here you go.
Cool. Thanks, Tyler.
Sweet. Thanks, Gary.
You got it,
All
buddy.
right. Up next, we got Jana Rainey. So everybody drink to Jana Rainey. There we go.
Hold on.
It's Yarna, and this is Roscoe.
I told you I was going to jack your name up. Everybody.
Yarna, like a ball of yarn.
You're here with Gary. You got a question for him?
Yeah, I think, Gary, you're a movie buff, right? Can you recommend something for us?
I'm sorry?
I love movies.
Should I recommend something?
Yeah,
Oh God, I watched a movie recently, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was really good. I don't know. I find myself lately watching way too much reality TV. I mean, I'm the guy who did a song about reality TV with Burn Hollywood Burn. And
Right?
Now I'm sucked into it. You know, like, fuck, damn, they got me. But I don't know. In this pandemic world, it seems movies have just kind of been a forgotten thing. And like, I mean, I'm a total insomniac. I wake up, I go to sleep at a decent hour, but I wake up every night without fail around 3 in the morning, wide awake. And so I'll watch TV till about 6, sometimes 7, sometimes later. And then I'll go back to sleep for like a couple hours. And I usually, like, if I want to sleep, I find something that I really love. I'll watch Braveheart or
good one.
Gladiator or The Last Samurai, you know, something I've seen 5,000 times, and I might go back to sleep, but only if I don't turn it off. Because the minute I think I'm sleeping and I turn it off, I can't sleep.
You wake up like I can't sleep.
Fucking, I'm cursed. I'm telling you, I sleep worse than anybody on the face of the earth.
Jordan, is there anything you specifically wanted Gary to write on your autograph?
Bonded by metal.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it. Have your phone out ready. We're going to have Gary play. Hopefully, if we get through this in a couple more minutes, we can actually have Gary play a little bit.
I've been drinking. I can't play very good right now.
Nobody plays good when they're drinking, but who cares?
That'd be awesome. We've been fans since the 80s.
Thank
Been
you.
together 30 years, loving metal and each other since then.
Look, everybody's got their guitars out.
I know. Everybody's got their guitars out. This is fucking awesome, man.
I want everybody to jam.
Oh, it would be amazing. Everybody get your phones out who's not playing. Look at it. Look at everybody getting them out.
Cool.
Here you go.
I got to get my fucking phone
Yeah,
out.
I love it.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
Awesome.
Sofa is covered with these.
Cool. All right. Last person on the list. Thank you so much, Jarno. We have Robert Gribben is the last
Hey,
one.
how's it going?
There he is. What's up?
What's
You're
going
Gary.
on?
You got a question for him?
The classic vinyl in the background.
Yep, it's my entertainment center here.
Nice.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Your signature model. Are you going to make a left-handed version of it?
Lefty.
I thought they did, but it might have been a like limited edition thing. I'm gonna have to bring that up because I thought initially they did make the LTD in a left-handed, and
I know your V was in left hand, but when that came out, I just bought an Iomi and a Shanker, so I couldn't. I didn't have the funds at the time.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that because I know they did. I know the super ridiculously expensive one can be had in left-handed because
that I know, yeah.
Because Tim from Rancid got one. Like,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, oh, like Lars from Rancid is a good friend of mine, and he was like, said he got one. And I'm like, what? Did he get it without the Floyd Rose? No, he wanted it with everything like yours. I'm like, what? These big hollow bodies, and stuff, and
right,
ska punk, and no, he wanted it with the EMGs and a Floyd Rose, which I found shocking. I thought he'd tailor it to himself a little bit,
Robert, what do you want your autograph to say, brother?
I want. There's kind of a story behind it. I wanted to say to my lookalike, Rob, Gary. There's a story behind it because I was on a mega cruise, and the first night we were all drinking in a karaoke bar, and Pepper Keenan and Mark Osegueda kept calling me Gary Holt. And
I fucking love my Mark Osegueda. He's like my
they kept calling me to the point where I thought that they were busting on me, So I went up to Mark and I said, "Hey, man," I was like, "What's up with this?" And he goes, "Listen," he goes, "Gary Holt is one of the best dudes on this planet." He goes, "I would take a bullet for him. So if we're calling you Gary Holt," he says, "that's a sign of respect." I'm like, "Okay, just wanted to make sure."
How many drinks did you buy them after that?
Everybody was buying everybody drinks that night.
I know how those boats go. I love Mark and those guys to death. I'd take a bullet for any one of them too. They're the best. I love them.
Yeah, I was bummed that Exodus wasn't on that cruise because a lot of us were from the motorboat, so we
We played
It was
the
like
last set on 70,000 tons in a hurricane. And, there hasn't been one since. So, you know, Exodus is like, we did a lot of the last shit. We did the last tour of Europe,
Yeah, you did the last motorboat.
Yeah. You know, no.
So real quick, Robert, thank you so much. We actually have Mel and Thompson, correct, Harry?
Okay. Yeah. Mel and Jack are both here. So yeah, I'm gonna unmute Mel real quick.
Okay, cool. Mel, we got to be really quick because we do want to hear Gary play his guitar.
No, you don't.
and Gary, this Mel is the one I was telling you about.
Rob's thing.
That's awesome.
Mel, you in here?
I am here. Hey,
okay,
guys.
cool. Thanks for coming.
Sorry, but I just joined in. And I'm actually a little frazzled just coming in from a medical emergency. So
Oh no.
I will just say hello. Nice to meet you. I fell in love with you and the band when I was in a mosh pit with a blind man in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, was that the video that I reposted?
I didn't. I have a video of it, but that was not mine.
Someone had sent me a video, and I reposted it on my Instagram of like a bunch of people walking a blind guy around.
It was amazing. They took such good care of him. I was actually a little nervous. It was my first metal concert. I like to tell people I was afraid the metal detector wouldn't let me in because I wasn't metal enough.
It doesn't work that way.
But once I saw them take care of him in the mosh pit, I was hooked.
You know,
Mel, I think we already got your autograph good to go. I think.
I don't think he signed it. I don't think he signed it yet. I was telling him to make sure that's one to make up to Mel.
Yeah, it's. I think it
Mary
actually
Ellen.
said Mary Ellen. Yeah, so we could say Mel. That would be amazing.
I have it. I made a note of that.
Thank you.
Harry, do we have one other guest or no?
Yeah, it's under Melissa Thompson, but it's actually Jack Thompson is the one on the call.
Okay, Mel, thank you so much. Jack, we in here?
Yeah, let me unmute him real quick.
Okay.
He's under owner here.
Owner, I saw that. I was like, who the fuck? He owns the whole thing? Everything?
That's why I missed him.
It's like, what the hell?
Jack, go ahead and unmute.
Owner.
Hello?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, right here.
You turned
Shut the shower off, owner. Owner, you have to shut the shower off. There we go. Owner, you have a question for Gary.
Yes, I do. Gary, hello, and when does the new music come out?
All right, so we're gonna have to mute owner. I'm sorry, owner. I'm sorry, Jack. Gary, you'll have to sign his autograph later, but we're having a bit of a connection issue. But Gary, can we get you to play your guitar for a minute after I make this last statement?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, awesome. So real quick, we're going to do this again in April. Everybody in here that had fun, I had a blast with every single one in here. I'm sure Gary did as well. I know Chris did. He had to go to another panel. We love all you guys. We love metal. This is why we do this. So everybody who's here, come back again in April. Go to headbangerscon.com to check out updates for future shows. And make sure when you get links of this video, share them. Help promote this, because we're going to continue to get more acts and other artists in here. So just make sure you share them on social media. Tag Headbangers Con. Tag your artist. Gary was fucking amazing, dude. Like, seriously, thank you for coming in, dude.
Hey, anybody have questions?
Real quick, before we close this out, everybody raise a drink, raise your guitar. Gary, play us out, dude.
like full
Right.
proportions. I don't know
Dark
if it's
to
just
begin
too
with.
much for his speaker to pick up or what.
Not muted.
Gary, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, guys.
Gary, you want to say any last words before we close this out, brother?
Thanks for everybody showing up and giving a damn. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I love doing this shit. I can't wait till we can do this in person. It'd be a lot
Is there anything you want to promote? Your website, Kill the Kardashians, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, hold on. I have an exclusive merch item that's available to you guys first, above all else. And I'm about to show it to you here. Hold on. And you hit up the guys and here he is. Those are on his little hand.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
This is a brand new one with the Kill the Kardashians shirt. All numbered, and you guys have the first crack at them. Look,
That's awesome.
Fucking scary, right? Anybody ever see that movie Trilogy of Terror?
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy, that dude, right?
Little fucking ack dude.
Yeah.
And they're available to you guys first. I just got these in, and
Real quick, how many are available again?
Well, I got 50 in, but you guys have the first crack, and number one is mine. But they're all numbered. That one's mine.
Awesome.
And the first crack gets the lower number in the series, and they all come with a signed certificate of authenticity. So what do? They hit up you, Brett?
Email me. My email is htpii at comcast.net, and I'll put it in the chat.
They even come with the little mittens, and they're all hand painted. They're all handmade, and they're really awesome. And they're $150. And for all you guys, I'm gonna throw in free shipping. It's shipping free.
It's amazing, brother. Well, real quick, just
flipping off, but
real quick, Gary. Jack put a question in chat. His volume was bad. His question to you was just going to be how you like working in both bands, and if there's when the new music is coming out.
I don't work in both bands anymore.
No, when you did.
And new music's coming out June 2021.
June 21. There you go, Jack.
Awesome.
Hey, all you guys, thank you so much.
We really want to thank you for being here with everybody.
Because I'm a very, very personable kind of guy, and I'm just a dude. I'm not some fucking rock star, and I would prefer to toast all you guys in person and buy you guys a drink. So, thank you.
Gary, we appreciate you being here, man. This has been awesome for the metal community, especially when we don't have any shows to go to. This is just a way for everybody to kind of connect with you and your fans. So we really appreciate you, man. Seriously.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks to everybody.
And thank you for staying long. You stayed way over. Appreciate it.
Dude, yep. I'm in no hurry to go shove shit in the cardboard.
Good luck with your move, brother.
Yeah.
We really gotta go.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Gary, I'll shoot you a message on Instagram, just letting you say thanks so much, man.
All of you.
Everybody
right,
take care.
Night, everybody.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.